Sports. I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going.
Set to kick it away. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job of the coverage team. Is handed off out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. Fans around the country got their eyes on this matchup. This is going to be fun. It doesn't happen often enough in college football, an early season collision of top 5 teams.
Yeah, you love to see a test early in the year for the players and the coaches because you find out all that work you put in the summer. You think you got a good football team, and now you get a chance to go up against one of the top teams in the country. I'm just glad we're here to witness it.
And they'll force him out of bounds after a short run. Early adversity here. They face a 3rd down in the opening possession. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught by the receiver. Tackle made at the 37. It's a solid game.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The Trojans lining up here on 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the 1st down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Running back with the football. Gets the 1st and still running. Oh, and he hits it out of bounds after a really nice game there. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there, the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the 1st sack of the game.
This big guy's up front will have to regroup now. It's 2nd and 14. Offense looking to throw the ball. He's running out of time here. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Anytime an out route is run the right way and the quarterback throws it on time, it's nearly impossible to defend. This time the corner's able to bat it down because the quarterback was a little bit late on the throw.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
Looking to pass here on second down. Looking deep to the right side. Caught at the 30. Still running. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Man, the defense seems to be all about loading up to stop the run. They're creating some one-on-one opportunities, and the quarterback and receiver make them pay for it with a great play.
So one explosive play has put this offense in scoring position, getting close now to the red zone. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Checks this down to the running back. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
That's what I love about this guy. He has the ability to sneak out of the backfield. The quarterback's able to find him open, checks it down for a nice gain.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. The junior tried to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, they go to the air to try to pick up this first down, but it just wasn't meant to be. Defense was ready, made sure to force them into this fourth down situation.
Can they keep this drive going? It's 4th down and 6. Looking for a man. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8. This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Boy, what patience here by this quarterback. I thought he might try to get it downfield, get a little impatient. Instead, why not just check it down to the most gifted guy on your team? Get him out in space, let him do the rest of the work for a touchdown.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Here's the first play of the drive now to begin at the 19. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Fires it to the left side. And he's hauled in. What a catch. They bring him down, but a huge gain. They cross midfield to the 49.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And with one explosive play, they're across midfield. First down to the 49. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He escapes the pocket. Under pressure, just lets it go. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is.
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Well, they're rewarded for going to this nickel package, getting more awareness on the field with that fifth defensive back, and a nice job of coming up with this interception.
Defense looking to bring heavy pressure here. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Grab by the receiver. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Spinning out of the tackle. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Game-breaking speed for the running back to reach the end zone. That is just priceless for an offense.
Chris, that back was able to find that crease in the defense. Let's give credit to the big fellas up front for creating that crease. They all played a key role in that score.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. So it's Mississippi State on top so far, Curtin. As we reach the end of one, the lead is starting to mount. Let's take a quick look at the first quarter stats before we move on. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Bringing pressure. Choosing to just throw the ball away that time. Second down play now coming up.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Important second down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And he's back to throw again on second down. Lets it go quickly. He makes the grab. That gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
It's a nice throw and a great catch by this USC wide receiver to pick up a first down. And oh boy, USC quarterbacks and receivers, efficiency and timing and speed and execution. Boy, they are putting it on display once again today.
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He made the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
First down. Looking to throw the football. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, USC.
Boy, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver on this post pattern, a thing of beauty. Great throw by the quarterback coming off that back foot, and the receiver could not have run a better route.
Make the extra point, cut the lead to 14-7. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Mississippi State offense is back out there now. They scored a touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A deep shot right down the middle. And it's caught way downfield inside the 35. They finally bring him down, but what an explosive play that time. So one enormous play has this offense inside the 30. Let's see if they can cash in this scoring opportunity. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Has the first down and more. They bring him down at the 16, but they move the football into the red zone. First down. offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Missed his receiver. It's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defensive coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. No surprise there, Kirk. It's a red zone touchdown to the big tight end.
Well, the tight ends are usually much more involved down in the red zone because of their size, and their skill set allows them to be more effective down in this area. Now, they may not hurt you on the big, long throw, but they can use their bodies to provide the quarterback a nice target when the defense is so condensed.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 23, brought it out, tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. The pass rush closing in. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. They bring him down, but it's a big gainer for the 47. The Trojans looking to use the up-tempo offense here.
And there's no time to sit there and talk to each other as a defense. You give up a big gain for a 1st down, and already you got to get lined up because here comes the ball again.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. They finally stop him. It's a huge gain down to the 23. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. 1st down here for this offense. Quarterback making some changes at the line. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Could take it all the way. He's at the 50. And he steps out of bounds after a great return. What a pick. He sets up the offense in great position.
Boy, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Toss play, running right. The defense swarms. He's going backwards. He'll lose 4 yards on the play.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, with no chance at all. The defensive speed, the ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Catch made on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down. Fires it to the wideout. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy. One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on 4th down. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. The pass is incomplete. The defense holds on 4th down, and they'll take over.
Oh, my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Run down and crosses midfield to the 46. It's the 2-minute timeout. This offense running out of time to cut into this lead before the break. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he makes the grab inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. Secondary backed up off the ball now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. He lets it rip. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Well, there aren't very many things that can get to a quarterback of this magnitude. I think it's safe to say that good pressure by the defense can get to any quarterback.
So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And they'll go right back to him on 1st down. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Boy, this defense seems to be confused. That's back-to-back big carries for 1st downs. They better get it together, or this could be an easy drive for this offense.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. 1st down, looking for more now. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Mississippi State getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. A chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Ball handed to the running back. Finding space at the 20. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Chris, he broke free from the line of scrimmage. I thought he might have a 10 or 15-yard gain, but he shows you the speed that he has to take it all the way to the house.
And the extra point makes it a 28-14 game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
USC 14.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. They'll crank up the tempo here on second down. The time is running out. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they bring him down after a solid gain, but it's still well short of the first down marker. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And the Trojans will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete on fourth down. The offense will now take over in plus territory.
Listen, I get it. I know you trust your offense, and maybe this is something you thought about all week in these situations, but when it's on your side of the field like this, you got to give it a second thought, because now your defense is already playing with their backs against the wall.
They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a first and goal. From the shotgun, drops back. Looking to the end zone. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Mississippi State.
Oh, man, these guys will not be stopped. Talk about putting up points before halftime and then really putting some distance on the scoreboard. This defense is officially reeling.
And they're able to tack on the extra point.
USC 14.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. To be tackled at the 21, that's good work by the coverage team. So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? On first and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. And that's just thrown away. A pretty obvious intentional grounding call. Yeah, here's the marker. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick this away to start the second half. And he comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. All the way. Some hard running there through a tackle. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this second down.
Here's the toss play now, running to the right. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
And in first down, they go right back to him. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
The defense made a good play there, but needs to string along more stops like that against this running back if they want to be able to win this game. The run game has looked good in the first half, but maybe that won't be the case from now on.
It's a heavy blitz look here. Let's see if they bring the house. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Looking deep down the left side. Caught inside the red zone and still running. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. This Mississippi State offense is quickly moving down the field. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This air attack is still unstoppable. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
42, USC 14.
He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. And the Trojans offense is back out on the field. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down, but a solid gain there on first down. Looks to be just inches short of the marker. And the Trojans looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down.
Oh, the pass rush gets home.
And that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. On third down, he drops to throw. But it's incomplete, and that will now bring up fourth down. And the Trojans will look to convert here on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. Fires it to the wideout. They can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
I think they're going to end up regretting going for this one, Chris. I wouldn't have gone for it. What's wrong with punting it away? And again, I get being aggressive, but you got to be smart on when to go for it and when to punt.
And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
Give it to the back again. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Maybe this stop is an indicator of what's to come for this defense. The offense, frankly, has been able to enforce their will in the first half, but maybe things are starting to change.
They'll try the ground game here at the running back. Has a path to the end zone. Touchdown, Mississippi State. Still no answer for this offense. Kirk, you don't have to be that creative, do you? The running back simply cannot be stopped. It's another touchdown for him.
Chris, he's scoring all these touchdowns, but it's really as much about the offensive line as it is anything. How about the holes that he's running through right now to give him a chance to get out into space to show you what he can do as a back? But he'll be the first one to tell you, I'm sure, after the game, the job this offensive line did.
He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the USC offense is back out on the field. Last time they gambled and lost. Went for it in 4th down in their territory and got stopped. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. To dart to the left side. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry up. First down, looking to throw the football. Running out of time in the pocket. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. And this time it's complete. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength. And the Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And he's got it. Touchdown, Trojans.
What a beautiful post route right over the top, and it splits this defense for 6 points. Great recognition by the quarterback to see the void in the middle third of this secondary and confidently deliver that strike.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
21.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Man, I love these big receivers. This time he's able to use his big frame to almost box out the defender on that slant route. If you've got good timing, and this is hard to stop.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. And here's the handoff. Gain of 2 yards. Now it's 2nd down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. You can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Looks to the left for a quick throw. What a catch! They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the plus 40.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And the running back takes the handoff. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a 1st down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. Let's see if a comeback is in store here as we start the 4th quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. That's a design quarterback keeper. Breaks an open space. They finally stop him all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Chris, I think the defense underestimated the quarterback in his speed here. And just like that, he takes off for a big chunk of yards. This defense may want to take note.
The defense backed up against their own end zone. Here's the option play. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Man, this defense can fly to the football as a group. That's great team pursuit. The quarterback a little unsure on whether he should keep it or pitch it, and the defense makes him pay for that with their speed.
Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs. This offense really clicking.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown.
USC 21.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. And the Trojans come up to the line in the hurry-up.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Caught in the open. Tackle made, but a big play all the way to the 48. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense is not giving up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if...
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, USC.
You can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
And he knocks through the PAT. They're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. Oh, the kicking team recovers. That gamble pays. The semifinal stage of this college football playoff. It's time to find out who has the depth and the drive to take one huge step closer to the ultimate goal, hoisting that national championship trophy. This test is a matchup we cannot wait to see unfold. Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the number 7 seed in the playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. We are almost there. Time to find out who will be headed to the national championship game. The kickoff team is out there, and here we go with this playoff semifinal game. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. He tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. changing the play. Handoff here from the shotgun. Got the first down and still motoring. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Cole. Caught quickly. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. It's a solid gain.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. From the shotgun, handoff inside. He's got the first and still going. And the sophomore brought down Henry. Excellent run.
Chris, if I'm not mistaken, this guy's already over 30 yards on the opening drive of this game. Another nice play right here. If this defense can't stop him, just keep feeding him the football.
And the Knowles line up on 1st and 10 now. Quick throw to the quarterback off the RPO. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Here's the second down play. Toss play to the outside. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, this offense has really been moving the ball at will on this drive. And a nice job here on this defense to finally come up and make a nice play for no gain.
Big moment on the opening drive. They face third down. Scanning the field. It's Cole. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. It's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Trying for a 4th down completion. It's a quick grab. Takes the football inside the 30. That's a first down.
Boy, that conversion right there was an absolute dart by the quarterback, hitting his receiver, and the ball comes out that fast to put so much pressure on the defense to locate the football, let alone trying to get their hands on it.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one.
Give credit to the front seven of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Back to pass. It's Cole. Looking to scramble. Now looks deep left. He had all day. And it's hauled in way downfield. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
Well, that's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain and a 1st down, and already over 30 yards through the air. This quarterback is in a zone here to start this game.
The Seminoles looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Noles, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. You come out in the playoff game, Kirk, no signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. Heads out of bounds after a solid game.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, keep hammering away with that run game.
Wideouts now clustered. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. Tackle, but 1st down.
Chris, we're still early in this game, and you can already sense the chemistry between this quarterback and the wide receiver. These two just make it look so easy.
And the Badgers will have 1st and 10 here. Defense showing blitz here. They'll run it here. Breaking tackles.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. They know about the speed. They also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And the Badgers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Just trying to get rid of it.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Quick throw to the left. Intercepted in the end zone. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Hey, these guys have been giving up some plays. I mean, this offense looks pretty good. They're moving the ball, but they get him to third down. They get pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback panics, puts that ball into coverage, and this defense comes up with that big interception.
Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. Receiver in motion now. Takes the ball and heads to the left. Gets some space around the 30. Breaks into the clear. Out past the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Seminoles. Way too much speed in that play.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. He's got a man down the middle. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Boy, nice throw here by this Wisconsin quarterback. Good route by the receiver and a first down for the Badgers. And when Wisconsin can throw the football to complement their running game, they're a very dangerous offense to deal with.
They're going to run it here. Look out, room to run here. As the first down is still going. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out that you can take advantage of.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Second down, we're going to throw it. Fires it to the wideout. Touchdown, Badgers, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination, this quarterback and receiver, for a big day.
The extra point, they're down 14-7 now. As we break for the quarter, Kurt, Florida State is on top. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down after a solid effort in that return. And the Florida State offense heads back out of the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
And then first down, right back to the running game. He'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own with the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Looking to throw. It's Cole. He's going to take off. He gets loose, able to pick up a solid gain there on the scramble.
Hey, if you're not going to account for a quarterback, he's going to be smart enough to take off when the opportunity is there.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. And now the handoff. And they do pick up first down yardage. Set up now at the 44.
Because I just love to see this offensive line in this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Another positive run on 1st and 10. You know, it's early on in this drive, but this defense has not shown the ability to stop the run. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I just keep running the football until they prove they can stop it.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Keeping it on the ground here. And the Seminoles are moving quickly down the field.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
The Noles have 1st and 10 here. Here's that defense shifting again. On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line in this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
They continue to pound away on the ground. Brings up a 1st and 10. They're going to run it. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
This running back's had a big night, kind of night you dream about, but the defense finally steps up and gets to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Trying to keep this impressive drive going, but the loss makes it 2nd down and 14 here. Dropping back, it's Cole. Catch made across the middle by the running back. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be first and goal right there.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
And the Noles line up with a first and goal. It's the 2-minute timeout. Nice to have a close game here as we approach the half. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. Here's the handoff on first and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Man, it's first and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards. Instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important second down call here.
This will be a challenge now. Second and goal back at the 13. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love to see this by this quarterback. And instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off. Reminds this defense what he can do with his legs and almost took it to the house.
The offense facing a third and goal from a long way away. There's the handoff. And he'll be brought down.
I'll tell you what, considering they've been out there for a long time on this drive, they sure showed a lot of endurance there, coming up with a big stop. And now it's fourth and goal. And as an offensive coordinator and head coach, with this kind of drive, it just seems like you'd be missing something by not coming away with a touchdown.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. The receiver grabs it. Breaks loose at the 40. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Pressure is coming. He flips it to the back across the middle. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On first and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
A lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
The offensive line will have to regroup after the sack. It's 2nd and 13. And he drops back in the gun. Catch made in space. Look out. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain. Sets him up first down at the 33. Nice catch made out of a slot position. That's going to be tough to stop today, Kurt.
He is so dangerous in space at that slot position. Nice job at the top of that route. Gave a little shoulder fake to create that separation. Made it easy for the quarterback to find him and make that throw.
And looking to throw now on first down. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
The misfire on first down makes it 2nd and 10 from the 33. The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Lets it go quickly. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. You make the tackle at the 19, but this offense now has a first down in the red zone. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Well, if nobody's open, you can't risk the possession like this. Tossing it into coverage in the end zone, that's a good way to earn a spot on the bench.
So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. And that one's straight down the middle. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick this away to begin the second half. And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
So 2nd and 7, a 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. And now the running back's got it again. And the one moves the ball up to the 33.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situation. It's much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The offense stays on the field. Coach going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He finds the running back for a 4th down catch. And the Badgers are moving quickly down the field.
Boy, the defense had everybody accounted for except the running back. You could really feel the quarterback having to work through his progressions. He came off his primary, finally finds the running back, and they pick up the first down.
And the Badgers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Short throw complete to the tight end. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touch.
Now it's 2nd down here. Back to throw again. They give the running back a touch in the pass game. Catch made over the middle. They stop him at the 49, but that'll be a 1st down.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up under the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
And the Badgers are going to keep this drive rolling. First down, looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. Will drop him for a loss, but hold on. There are penalty markers on the field. So the call is defensive holding, and that's a big boost for this offense. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. So it looks like the penalty will be accepted by the head coach, and the offense will pick up some yardage there. Five-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Now here comes the bunch formation. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Delivers quickly to the left side. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football, and he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
8th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. It's a fly to the wideout. And it's incomplete again. 4th down coming up.
Great job by this defense once again on that 3rd down, and now we get to 4th down. And you start to think about things here as we get into the second half, Chris. You go for it, you make it, everybody's happy. If you go for it on 4th down and you don't get it, now you're giving your opponent the football in pretty good field position.
So 4th down and 15. The offense is out there going for it. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. The pocket breaking down. Contact as he let the ball go. The pass is intercepted. Not much on the return there, but the interception Interception gets the football back to the offense at the 47.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. To the air, it's Cole. Looking for his big tight end. And that one's picked off. What a play. And he'll step out of bounds, but that is a huge takeaway for this defense.
Well, a risky call by the offensive coordinator, playing with the lead in the playoff in the second half, throwing the football. I don't disagree with it, but now you give this defense a chance to create a turnover, and they capitalize here with the pick.
Here comes a handoff. Oh, and he fumbles. The defense scoops it up.
Man, when you get into this big a game on this kind of stage in the second half and you're trailing, not afford to put the ball on the ground. The defense is attacking, trying to get the ball out. They do. Ball's on the ground, and this could be the end of the game.
Now, it looks like the head coach made a smart move in that challenge. Officials are going to overturn their previous ruling after getting a look at that replay. Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You got a lot of time back there to throw the ball, and eventually it's going to cost you.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, what a grab! They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Defense is coming after him. Dump off caught by the running back. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Hey, it's a game. You get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
Pass complete. It's second down now. And they'll give it to the back. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Crucial third down play right here. Defense bunching at the line, showing blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for the wideout. He's got it in the open. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Well, here the defense decided to sit back and play zone, and that front didn't do a good job of pressuring the quarterback. He had the time to make the throw, and he put it on target.
They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
So here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 43. Here's the handoff. You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, these are the kind of plays you have to make to be able to win the game in the second half. This back had a great first half and has gotten plenty of touches, so you've got to make sure this half is different than how things have gone so far.
Getting set. Here's second down. Handoff from the shotgun. He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to throw. It's Cole. Throws it to the right. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. And he goes down after a big chunk play, the kind of explosive play this offense has been looking for. And the Seminoles will line up on 1st and 10. As we break for the quarter, Kirk, Florida State is on top. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. We're set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Heading left after the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice gain. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that first down loss. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Powers through. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
Well, this guy's been a lot of fun to watch today, showing a lot of ability to get outside with speed, some toughness between the tackles. Now he's well over 100 yards, and a big part of the reason this team's going to advance to the next round.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 23. Potential 4-down territory. Let's see what the 3rd down call is. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Offense He's got a big fourth down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Catch made on the out route. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
That completion makes it second and short. He hands it to the back. And the Badgers looking to keep this drive moving.
Hey, it's a nice pickup. You got the first down on the ground. That's a great job. But remember, it's a two-possession game. You got to pick it up a bit. This defense will welcome those kind of plays all game long because the clock will keep moving. So you got to put that ball in the end zone and try to get the ball back.
Looks to the left. Pass caught. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Oh, he makes the catch. Stop right near midfield. It'll be a first down.
Chris, here we are in the fourth quarter. These guys are trailing. Having a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Throws it to the right. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a first down.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the first down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Looking to throw it on first down. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB.
Oh, you feel terrible for this quarterback. He's played well all year. He's trying to make a play, trying to force it into coverage because they need points at this point in the game to try to advance into the next round of the playoffs. Puts it into coverage, and that's probably going to do it.
And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. Runs into the teeth of that defense, picks up just a couple yards.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
And here's that wrinkle, the Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. Makes the read. It's a keeper. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Third down play for this offense. Off the RPO, caught to the right. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
When the defense gets these guys to third down, they got a chance to get them off the field, and instead they give up the first down. So the clock will continue to move, and the defense is really at the mercy of this offense at this point.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. He keeps it. He's found some room at the 45. They'll bring him down, but the Wildcat look produces an explosive run to get a first down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. Riding away with a running game. When he's getting boxed in, the defense not at all fooled by the Wildcat look. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. And it's a direct snap. Running with purpose. Defense ready for the Wildcat. Just a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And it's a Wildcat look here as they try to convert on third down. Direct snap. Defense not fooled by the Wildcat look. Just a short gain on the play. The Noles will come to the line looking to convert on fourth down. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Finds his receiver. That's enough for the first down. They gain him down, but that first down should be enough to secure the win. They survive and advance to the next round of the playoff. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. That's a great performance in a pressure moment, but now the job gets even more exciting, even bigger as they go on to the national championship game and play for that trophy.
And this is a new era. I mean, think about the weeks, the amount of games that these guys have been able to play and be able to accomplish this to get to the...
teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the number 2 seed in the playoff, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. In motion, scanning the field. It's Lopez. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
At the 25, it's second and 10. Can they make it a third and manageable here? They'll have to throw it here on second down. Grab down the middle. It's Dickens. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Defense kind of lost a running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. Solid gain. Moves the ball to the 43.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
Second down after that previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes a quick catch. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Looking to dial up the pressure. Let's see if they bring the house. Handoff here from the shotgun. Loses the ball behind the line. Defense makes the recovery a turnover.
That is just a tough break for this running back. His first chance in a game, and he immediately fumbles. I hope that's not it for him today.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Gains 9, so it's second and 1.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Fires quickly to the left. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
On third down, it's a handoff. Past the 30. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Kentucky, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
What a long run for the touchdown. I don't know if this defense was caught sleeping or walking the mud. I can't pick which one. Maybe it's both because the running back just went right by them so easily for the big gain and a big-time score.
And they tack on the extra point. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. They'll start from the 25. The Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They got into plus territory last time, but the drive ended on a fumble. They got to shake that off immediately. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Oh, the defense is ready for that one. They almost got that blown up before it got started.
So 2nd and 7 at the 3-yard pickup. This offense trying to get something going on this drive. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Dropping back. It's Lopez. Signs the quick throw. Tackled pretty quickly, but that is a decent gain on the throw. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Back here in a direct snap. Now here he goes. Tackle made after a big play all the way to the 41.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick.
The ball is picked off. He can go. Past the 50. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. And the interception taken to the house. A pick-6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick-6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Returner looking to create better field position. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They moved the ball in the last possession, but a devastating end of the drive, a pick-6. And they recover from that right now. And here comes a deep shot. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Well, this defense has been incredible all year long, and they continue to be that way in the postseason. Just getting after this offense, whether it's putting pressure on the quarterback, great coverage downfield. Right now, they are dominating this game.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Linebackers trying to confuse this offense now. Looking downfield. It's Lopez. Makes the catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. So a very makeable third down for the offense with a 29. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They're going to throw for it on third and short. Running out of time in the pocket. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
It has been a tough first half in this playoff game for this offense. They cannot get anything going through the air. Not only they down the scoreboard, but there's really nothing to build around as we get ready to go into the second half.
So here we go. They got to go for it on 4th and inches in their own territory. They go with a direct snap. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
Chris, what a call there on 4th and inches. I thought go the easy route, right? Just a quarterback sneak. But this guy knows his team well. Get behind that offensive line, and you pick up a huge gain there.
They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Defense stops him, but that's a solid gain.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Going to try to use his legs here. And that senior toughness on display as he keeps the drive moving himself. The Yellow Jackets will crank up the tempo.
What I love here with the quarterback is he knew exactly where he needed to go to get that first down.
The tight end makes the catch downfield. They finally make the tackle, but he gets all the way to the 14.
Well, Chris, with this style of RPO, the quarterback has to do a really good job of staying on that ride with the running back to make sure that the defense is really up against the run before he can pull it out and throw the football. Here, it's a little further downfield, but the same result as far as the potential and the big gain coming off of an RPO.
First real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Lopez. Catch made on the left side. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Yellow Jackets line it up with 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Nothing doing there. They're still 2 yards from the end zone.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So nothing on the previous play sets up a 3rd and goal from the 1. He's lost the ball. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
I think that's on the quarterback and the offensive line. They were breathing down this quarterback's neck before he could even recognize that they were there, and they were able to knock it loose.
Drive begins here, backed up at their own 9. Pre-snap motion from the offense. He'll hand it off. Tackle way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Going backwards to open up this series. 2nd down and 16 now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Washington. They bring him down after a short gain there.
they're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable. But it is third and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. He'll take a deep shot here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up fourth down.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there, had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route, just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
Gets the kick away from his own end zone. This one will be fair caught. Final play before the end of the quarter. Oh, he throws it back. Pressure is coming. The misfire on the pass as time in the period runs out. Well, Kirk, Kentucky has the lead here, and the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Crucial stage of the game as we begin the second quarter. Is this one going to get out of hand? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. To the air, it's Lopez. Bring the pressure and down he goes.
That's another sack for this defense, Chris. If I'm not mistaken, they've had a lot of pressures. I think that's their second sack of this game. And this defense has a lot to do with why they have this nice lead here early in the game.
Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Second down play coming up. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Fires it to the wideout. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. Let's see if this score can breathe a little bit of life into this team.
Yeah, I know it's only one touchdown, but it could go a long way in changing just the tone of this game, especially once we get into the second half.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple of yards through the end zone. The ball spotted at the 17. Would have been better off just taking a knee. And here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. They pressure it and get him. A loss back to the 7-yard line.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
So here comes third and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. And now the defense will call a timeout here. There's something they didn't like about that look, and they'll make an adjustment before this important play. So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. He's running out of time here. Looking to scramble now. The defense has got it.
Well, the quarterback did all he could here trying to hold on to that football to give his receivers a chance to get downfield. But how about this pass rush not only getting to him, but knocking the ball loose, and the defense is able to get on it.
The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 1st and goal here for the offense. Looking to pass. It's Lopez. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
What a rough first half for this quarterback. Already he's thrown 1 pick. His mechanics are off. His footwork doesn't seem to be in sync. He almost threw another interception. He's got to make some adjustments and try to find a new rhythm.
He'll throw it now. Caught by the receiver. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, I know it's only the first half, but let's face it, Chris. You've come this far. This is a playoff game. When you get inside a 10-yard line, you can't settle for field goals. You need touchdowns. Let's see if they're able to come up with it here.
Can't find anybody on 3rd down. Throws it away. And now 4th down coming up. And they will trot out the field goal team here. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
Returner looking to make a play here. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. A fumble last possession only led to a field goal. Can they shake off that mistake and get it going here? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Man, there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The completion sets up a 2nd down play. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but he makes the 3-yard line. That's a solid gain.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open. The quarterback makes the right throw. And look at these yards.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Bringing pressure. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now 3rd down coming up. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The pass rush closing in. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the returner steps out. They'll mark football right there. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. It's an option look. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Boy, they go with the quarterback option here, and the play just didn't seem to feel like it had much of a chance. The execution just off. You got to either keep that or pitch it. He was a little bit hesitant and allowed the defense to get to him.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Lopez. Throws to the tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
A new set of downs after that completion. First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it go quickly. Oh, he can't connect with the wideout that time. Incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
So second down and 10 now from the 43 after the incompletion. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run.
Well, that's just being crafty right here by this quarterback. It's not there. You pick up what you can and stay ahead of the chains. And who knows, do this enough, they'll have to start spying on this quarterback, which can open up some passing lanes that weren't there before.
What will the call be on third and long now from the 44? Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The Yellow Jackets will send the punt team onto the field. And the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll spot it down at the 15. Play of the drive here coming up. Less than 2 minutes left on the clock. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Boy, positive yards there on first and 10. Good job up front by that offensive line. Good hard running by this running back. And now you got a lot of options. That playbook can really open up on second inches.
Handoff running right. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. With the catch, it's Wilcox. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. They'll run it out of the shotgun. It looks like Kentucky will have the first down. Fresh set of downs. It's first and 10. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Pulls it in. It's Wilcox. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Offense looking to keep the drive going here. 3rd and short now from the 44. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down. And he'll set up to throw. And looking for a big play here. But this one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
Offense sets up for play number 8 on this drive. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And this pass is on target. Caught. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This defense has got to do a better job in coverage if they want to get off the field anytime soon. You keep defending like that, and this offense could have 50 on you by the end of this game.
Finds his man. It's Washington. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gain there.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Breaks an open space. Picks up a gain here. They'll stop him just a few inches short of the 1st down marker. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. Field goal is good. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick this away to start the 2nd half. Returner choosing to field this one. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. Trying to build the lead as we begin the 3rd quarter and trying to clean up those pass protection issues. First play of the 2nd half, and keep it on the ground.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And it's hauled in. Catch made way downfield. Touchdown, Kentucky. This quarterback on fire today.
Just when we thought this game might be slipping away, these guys come right back down the field with a quick strike and a touchdown, and it's back to being a close game.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Gets it out quickly to the left side. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
1st down here for this offense. It's a run. Running back's got it. Running through the tackle.
Man, defense took everything away. He tried to get to the inside, had to bounce it all the way to the outside, and then they took that away. He couldn't turn the corner. He was forced out of bounds for a loss.
The linebacker shifting around now. Back to throw. It's Lopez. Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at midfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
You know, they don't pick up the first down here, but they do get some positive yards, and I really like the route to get enough separation to give the quarterback enough room to put it in there.
And the Yellow Jackets starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Makes the grab. It's Stockton.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary. And they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Important second down play coming up. From the gun, he looks for an open man. On the move now. On the run, he'll let it go. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Finally tackle him after a huge chunk play. Moves the ball to the 12.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Direct snap to the back. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. Receiver in motion now. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Chris, I just don't know about short gains like this, especially keeping the ball on the ground. The clock keeps moving. They need points on that scoreboard in a hurry. You got to throw the football. You cannot afford to allow this clock to keep ticking.
Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Well, they've had a great rhythm throughout this drive, over 70 yards on the drive, but now an incompletion, and it brings up a big 4th down to see if they can keep this going.
Crucial play, down double digits in the second half. We're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Steps out at the 21-yard line. Tried to make something happen on the return, but cost himself 4 yards. And the Kentucky offense is back out on the field. They punch it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball for 31.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
And the back gets the football. Picks up the first, looking for more. He's in the clear. 10, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Chris, all week I wondered if this back might get loose and come up with a big play like this. The defense had their back turned, couldn't really see where he was. By the time they realized it, he just had too much speed, and he's able to take it to the end zone.
Automatic in the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. He'll start from the 25. Comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll run it from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Dropping back, it's Lopez. Fires it to the wideout, and it's incomplete. Just missed the wide receiver there.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. Caught! He's wide open, look out! And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Out of the gun now on third down. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Good enough for the first down to the 37.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on third down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Or it's snapped to the back. First down and more. He's still running. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. The Yellow Jackets will come to the line to crank up the tempo. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Finds his target.
Chris, I love the versatility in his running back. We're seeing what he can do on full display on this drive. He's been running the football very well. This time they get him the ball out of the backfield, catching it, and he gets another positive gain.
Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they come up second and goal from the 3. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. But they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
The extra point gets them within a touchdown, 31-24. Momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
This guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but at that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down.
He escapes the pocket.
He'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Looking for the wideout. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. Well, Kirk, Kentucky has the lead here, sitting in a pretty good spot as we wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game stats while we have a chance. 1 quarter to go. Let's see if this sets up as a classic finish. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They open the fourth by going to the air. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Looking to throw again.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side.
Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Love this aggressive mindset from the quarterback and offensive coordinator. Found the matchup that you wanted. Take a shot downfield. You don't hit it, but you made the defense be aware of it.
Offense been in the reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the first down.
Swarm by the pass rush. He's sacked.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
The punt team making their way on the field. This punt heads toward the sideline. Doesn't travel very far. And the punt goes out of bounds. The officials now will mark the spot. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They'll try the option play here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, when they called that one in, I doubt they thought it was going to go backwards like it did. Normally, you can get a few out of these option plays, but they got nothing here.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Looking to pass. It's Lopez. Throws it in. It's Stockton. And they wrap it up after the completion, just short of the first down marker. And the Yellow Jackets looking to crank up the tempo a bit. A direct snap. That's enough to move the sticks and give them a first down at the 41. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
This is why they're in the playoff, right? Not just the ability to throw the ball, but you get to a critical moment, a third down, you trust that offensive line to come up with a first down, and they get it.
Looking to scramble. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Well, there it is. Finally, an opportunity to see what this guy can do with his legs. I think that's his best carry of the day, and it's off of a scramble. Something to keep in mind for him as he gets down to the end of this game. Maybe his legs could be the difference.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Deep shot toward the end zone. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 29. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. The shotgun running play call. Going absolutely nowhere. Be a loss of the play.
This defense just hasn't had many answers for this running back. The guy's already over 100 yards on the afternoon, but give him credit there. He made a nice play in the backfield.
The important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Stockton. Completion gains about 6 yards, but now it's a 4th down call.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. And the wideout goes in motion. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Incomplete, and the drive ends right there.
Oh, so close to executing here on the 4th down play in the 4th quarter. You're only down a possession. Now you're going to rely on your defense to come up with a stop and get your offense back on the field.
Here comes the Kentucky offense back out there. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Grab down the middle. It's Washington. They stop him after a short gain. It's not a 1st down. Working clock with the ground game. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches to go.
Great job by the defender coming up with that tackle that'll keep him short of the 1st down. I think the quarterback thought his receiver could win any one-on-one battle, but this defender makes a heck of a play, and now we got 4th down.
It's a 1-possession game. They'll elect to go for it here on 4th down. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Timeout, Kentucky.
Rolling the dice a bit. Up 1 possession and going for it on 4th down. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Slides to avoid the big hit. Now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these, they go for that one too, because it clearly has worked out for them.
Here's a wrinkle now. They go to the Wildcat formation with an extra blocker. Let's see how this works out. And it's a direct snap. The Wildcat look doesn't get much that time, just a few on the play. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. Direct snap. The Wildcat look picks up a solid game, but they're still short of the first.
Well, much like what we saw in the first half, Chris, of this playoff game, no adjustments, go right back to giving this running back the football. He's had a monster day and continues to get positive yards.
So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Looking to convert on 3rd down. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. And it's a direct snap. He's got room to run. They get him down, but not before an explosive run play on this Wildcat look. It's a first down.
Love to see this with the lead late in the game. In the postseason, you got to trust your offensive line and your back. Not only do you keep the clock moving, you pick up a first down. Now you got a chance to ice this game.
They'll come up in Wildcat formation. Let's see what the call is. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. The Wildcat look did not fool this defense at all.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And they'll drag him down behind the line.
But there's something we haven't seen much in this game at all. That ball carrier being tackled near the line of scrimmage. Maybe if this defense can make more plays like that in the second half, their team will be able to chip away at this lead.
So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. In the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner